a live feed and doors are open. Waiting for the tribe. Doors are officially open. All right, just waiting for the tribe. The Batgirl's here. Hello there, my beautiful friend. Good to see you. Thanks for checking in. You're the first one in the door. You get the best virtual seat in the house. Good to see you on this Wind Down Wednesday. You're welcome. All right. Hope you're staying warm back there. I don't remember exactly where, but I keep seeing tales of news reports of snowdrifts, and I see news weather reports of people shoveling 3 feet of snow every day. Can't remember. I think it's further back east. I don't know. Z's here. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Oh, these comments are coming in fast. Linda said, Amy says it's been a scary day. Linda's son Valley. Oh no, I'm selling a generator. I lost lots of blood. Oh man. But he's okay, okay. All right. Happy Hump Day, Kev. Oh, glad he's all right. No snow yet there. Man, where is it? New York? I forgot. No, some other state I see. They've been really having to dig themselves out of tons of snow. It might be Maine. I can't remember. I saw some video the other day. Glad he's all right. Man. Yeah, New York sounds about right. Someplace way back there. Here in my home state, it was, I think, 74 today. It's not cold enough. It's still too warm. I think by next Monday, we're supposed to be down in the 60s, finally. We need a hard freeze. Oh man. All right, tribe. Well, we're here. My OCD goes crazy when these shirts are not straight. And the screen is backwards, so I tried to tug on one side and it's the wrong side, trying to even it up. All right. Kansas, Buffalo area of New York. I guess that's it. I just remember the video. I didn't remember where. That sounds about right. Understood. All right. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. Sip 'em if you got 'em. Glad to have you here. Let's get some music going. I like warming up with little Steve Holtz and Jewel. Got my ticket for Steve Holtz tomorrow night. Downtown Phoenix. Looking forward to that. To hear the clock. 6 a.m. It feels so far from where I'm at. I've got my eggs, I've got my pancakes too. I've got my maple syrup, everything but you. Break the yolks and make a smiley face. I kinda like it in my brand new place. I wipe the spots off the mirror, don't leave the keys in the door. I never put wet towels on the floor anymore, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Called my mom when she was out for a walk, sold a cup of coffee, but it didn't want to talk, so I picked up the paper. It was more bad news, our hearts being broken, more people being used, but on my coat the pouring rain. I saw a movie, it just wasn't the same, 'cause it was happy. I was sad, yeah. It only made me miss you oh so bad, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah, I go about my business and doing fine. Besides, what would you say if I had you on my line? Same old story, not much to say. Hearts are broken every day. Hey. brush my teeth and put the cat back on. I know you hate it when I leave the light on. I pick a book up and turn the sheets down, yeah. I take a good long look around, put on my PJs and hop into bed. I'm not alive, but I feel mostly dead. I try and tell myself it'll be alright. I shouldn't think any more tonight, 'cause dreams last so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon I know you will say you were meant for me. And I was meant for you. Yeah, you were meant for me. And I was meant for you. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Little Steve Poltz and Jewel kicking off this edition of Wine Down Wednesday. Sip 'em if you got 'em. Good to see everybody here. Gene's here, the McCormick clan is in the house. Kelsey's here, good to see you. Good to see my tribe. Thanks for checking in tonight, taking time out of your evening to join us. So glad for that. Let's see. All right. And I just kind of allow Muse to fill in the spaces. Little Don Henley solo release from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Every day you pass her in the hall, you just pretend that you don't see her at all. You wanna tell her how much you care. You wanna call her, but you just don't dare. Love rules, oh love rules. Out in the parking lot with all the guys, don't ever let them see the tears in your eyes. She's got a date tonight and it ain't you, so you go out there and you get 1 or 2. Love rules, oh love rules. Love rules, yeah, love. You wish you didn't have so much to care. It's much too scary, it's all too rare. Everybody's out having fun. Sometimes you think that you're the only one. And love rules, yeah, love rules. Everybody's out making time. You can't help thinking you're the last in line. She's the finest ever seen. You wrap your arms around her in your dreams. When she smiles, it brings you to your knees. You wanna tell her, but you always freeze. She's in the backseat, but you're much too shy. You give the world to an older guy. Love rules. Our love rules. Love rules. Yeah, love still rules. Love rules. Our love rules. Love rules. Love rules. Love still rules. All right, little Don Henley, Fast Times at Ridgemont High soundtrack. I'm just gonna work my way up the neck with my capo tonight for a while anyway. All cut up on comments and check-ins. Good to see everybody here. Thanks for joining. Amy says sounds great. Thank you. Little Steve Poltz from the soundtrack of that movie Jack Frost. He had this song on there. You can say you're coming back. You can say you're leaving. Wish you would let me know so I could stop my grieving. And if the road come back to haunt me, am I gone and I do not know? The sky come back to taunt me, am I gone and I'm feeling low? Gone and I'm feeling low. Don't talk of things that you don't understand. No, don't discuss what you don't know. It never did you any good, no. Don't leave your things when you've got baggage hanging around. It only makes it hard to walk this town. You can say you're coming back, you can say you're leaving. Wishing you would let me know so I could stop my grieving. And when the clouds roll back, I think of you. The springtime makes me grin. And every time I turn around, you leave. Oh, I love that little Steve Poltz song from that Michael Keaton movie decades ago called Jack Frost. And since I'm capoed here on the second fret, I think we'll just play another one that I know on the second fret. Oh, there's a light shines on the front porch. Don't forget the keys under the mat. Those childhood stars shine always stay humble and kind. Go to church 'cause your mama says to. Visit grandpa every chance that you can. It won't be wasted time, so always stay humble and kind. If all the doors say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, don't lie. Know you've got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When those dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. Know the difference between sleeping with someone and sleeping with someone you love. Love you ain't no pickup line, so always stay humble and all the doors say, please say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, don't lie. Know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When those dreams you're dreaming come to you, and when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, and always stay humble. Kind. Yeah, yeah. When it's hot out, eat a root beer popsicle. Shut off the AC and roll the window down. Let that summer sun shine, and always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget to turn back around. Help the next one in line, and always stay humble and kind. Oh man, I love that little song. Woo! Tim McGraw recorded that. Beautiful song. Amy says, words to live by. Absolutely true, and agree with that. All right, we're up to the 3rd fret. Let's do a little the Elder and Wiser Bruce, I call him, Bruce Springsteen. I love this song too. Also a song with some words to live by. We said we'd walk together, darling, come what may. Back come the twilight, should we lose our way? If as we walk in, my hands should slip free, well, I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind, wait for me? We swore we'd travel, darling, side by side. We'd help each other stay in stride. But each lover's steps fall so differently. but I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind? Wait for me. Now everyone dreams of love lasting and true. You and I have know what this world can do. So let's make our steps clear, that the other may see. But I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind? Wait for me. Now there's a beautiful river in the valley, beneath the oaks by soon we will be wed. Should we lose each other beneath the shadows of the evening tree, well, I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind? Wait for me. Yeah, I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind? Wait for me. Darling, I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind? Wait for me. Yeah, I'll wait for you. Should I fall behind and wait for me? Awesome words to live by from the Elder and Wiser Bruce, as I call him, Bruce Springsteen. Mike McCabe's here. Mike's from Michigan. Awesome. Amy's checking in from Ohio. Hope you're staying bundled up and warm there in Michigan, Mike. Amy says, great rendition. Thank you. Speaking of, well, I don't know about a great rendition, but my rendition of the song that Amy recommended some years ago. So since I'm capoed here in the 3rd fret, let's do that. This old man and me, we're in a bar and we're having us some beers and swapping ideas, talking politics, blonde and red-haired chicks, old dogs and new tricks, and habits we ain't kidding. We talked about God's grace and all the hell we raised, and then I heard the old man say, God is great, beer is good, and people are crazy. He said, I fought 2 wars, been married and divorced. What brings you to Ohio? It's a damned if I know. We talked an hour or 2 about every girl we knew, and what all would put them through, like 2 old boys will do. We pondered life and death. He lit a cigarette, said these damn things will kill me, yeah. But God is great, air is good, and people crazy. Last call was 2 a.m. I said goodbye to him. I never talked to him again. Then one sunny day, saw the old man's face, front page obituary. He was a millionaire, left his fortune to some guy he barely knew. His kids were mad as hell, but me, I'm doing well. So I stopped by today, just say thanks and pray. I left a 6-pack right there on his grave. I said, God is great, very good, and people are crazy. Yeah, yeah. God is great, very good, and people are crazy. Yeah, yeah. God is great, very good, and people are crazy. Wow, I had some whistling pucker factor going there tonight. Good whistling. Never know how that's going to go. So there we go. Thanks, Amy, for that request a couple years ago. A song I had never heard. Billy Carrington, right? Yeah, that's a good song. Mike McCabe says, 40-mile-an-hour winds. Wow, 50 gusts right now. Woo! Horizontal snow, blowing sideways. Going down to 19 degrees. Man, that's cold, dude. That is cold. Gee, oh, those are frozen smiley faces. Or like, ah. You're welcome, Amy. Staying here on the 3rd fret. Again, not because I'm lazy, I'm just playing stuff I know. I accompany Kels and a classmate of mine on a couple songs about, can't believe it's been like 9 or 10 years ago. And this is one I accompanied Kelsey on, and then I learned it. The late great Townes Van Zandt. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Now in the night forlorn, all the morning's warm, and the morning shines with the lights of love. You will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. Ladies with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Loop and limb agree, she's a sight to see and a treasure full If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. Oh, all right. Awesome, wonderful song. A great song will always be a great song, I say, and that one will be from the late great Townes Van Zandt. No new check-ins. All right, moving the set right along. Thanks again for checking in. My Wind Down Wednesday tribe. Good to see you. Sip 'em if you got 'em. Up to the 4th fret. Let's do a little Steve Holtz. Got tickets tomorrow night for Steve Holtz, and he wrote this one several years ago down in Australia. You ride with the top down, and all the boys stare. The scent of a magazine, your wind-blown hair. And I could have tried to get deeper inside. So I sat there alone, and slowly got fried. Oh, it's only pretend, and this is the end. I've got piles of old pictures, the clothes on my racks. You can keep most of the records. Leave me the Motown and the stacks. Leave me the Motown and the stacks. I broke down in Grimsby, and I miss you so bad. I felt like a fifth wheel, a smile was sad. And all of the whiskey in the world couldn't stop my heart from beating. Spun like a top. Hope it's only pretend, and this is the end. Now I've got piles of old pictures. I've got your clothes on my racks. You can keep most of the vinyl, but leave me the Motown and the stacks. Leave me the Motown and the stacks. Screw these damn cell phones, the cancer in my head. This genetic chicken makes me feel like I'm dead. Can argue for hours and miles in the night, till I just pass out. The floor is the light. Hope it's only pretend, and this is the end. I've got piles of old pictures. I've got your clothes on my racks. You can keep most of the albums, but leave me the Motown and the stacks. I've got piles of old memories of you and me down by the tracks. You can keep most of the records, but leave me the Motown and the stacks. Leave me the Motown and the stacks. buddy Steve Poltz is going to be here in Phoenix tomorrow night. Downtown Phoenix, looking forward to that show very much. Always a treat, and always a treat to see him, and the only way to express what Steve is he's an experience. You just have to experience him, so we're looking forward to that tomorrow. No new check-ins, all right. Staying on the 4th fret, here's a little of little Bon Jovi, little Leonard Cohen by Bon Jovi. Well, I heard there was a secret chord David played to please the Lord. You don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the 4th, the 5th, the minor 4 and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. This is called a player's hack. When you forget the words, you just keep playing the chord progression until they come to you. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. Well, she tied you to a kitchen chair, and she broke your throat, and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, now, baby, I've been here before, seen this room and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. And it's not your flag on that marble arch, no. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, there was a time when you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show that to me, do you? But remember when I moved in you, and the holy dove was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, now I believe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who And it's not a cry you hear at night, and it's not someone who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Woo! Oh, I haven't done that in quite a while. Leonard Cohen, the late great Leonard Cohen's favorite version of his own song was Bon Jovi's, and that's the one I learned and played. And he says, hope you have a great time tomorrow. Thank you. I sure plan on it. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Let's do a little, Garrett Hedlund sang this on the soundtrack to Country Strong. When the stars line up and you catch a good break, and people think you're lucky, but you know it's grace. It can happen so fast, a little bit late. Timing is everything. And I've had close calls when it could have been me. And I was young when I learned just how fragile life can be. I lost friends of mine. Guess it wasn't my time. Timing is everything. And I could have been a child that God took home, and I would have been one more unfinished song. When it seems a rhyme is hard to find, that's when one comes along just in time. Well, I remember that day when our eyes first met. You ran into the building to get out of the rain. She was soaking wet. And as I held the door, I wanted to know my name. Timing is everything. And I could have been another minute late. You never would have crossed my path that day. When it seems true love is hard to find, that's when love comes along just in time. You can call it fate, destiny. Sometimes it really seems like it's a mystery. You can be hurt by love or healed by the same. Timing is everything. And it can happen so fast, we're a little bit late. Timing is everything. As my friend Steve Flowers, the patriarch of the family that owned the coffee shop, used to say, I believe that's true. My Friday night sets, and I agree with him. All right, I'm just gonna do one more song and end on this one. Little Bob Schneider song. Friend of Steve's, my friend Steve Polk from Austin, Texas. I like this little song, so let's do this one. Sonny was a pilot in the nationally known Amazing Ladies of the Outer Ozone. She didn't have no kid, she didn't have no time. She was a woman of her word, she was the fighter of her kind. She looked good in the hatch in a natural way. With tools and no car, she went to UCLA. And everybody said she was as crazy as a lemon. When she was a girl, she'd spend every afternoon sitting in her backyard pretending to be a fighter ace in the Japanese military. She liked to make up her mind, she kept her feet in the air. She wore her heart on her sleeve because she found it there. It was all well and good until she met this young man, a young pilot named Steve with a beautiful tan. He spoke English and French and he swam like a swan, had a mouthful of teeth and more style than Saison. He could talk to the bees, he could breathe in the air. He wore his heart on his sleeve because he found it there. And they'd sit in the trees and they'd talk through the night while the blind moon swam the pale starry light. They talked and they crowed and they told what they knew. It was better than beer, it was all strange and new. It was grass all around, it was black up above. It was more than hello, it was something like love. And I don't know why life, it seems to be so hard for dreamers like you and me. When love is love, is love, is everywhere. All right, my tribe. Oh, that'll do it for this edition of Wind Down Wednesday. Thanks so much for checking in. Oh, so good to see all of you. And thanks for checking in. Amy from Ohio, Mike from all the way from Michigan, our two out-of-staters tonight, and then everybody else in town. So glad to see you. You're welcome, Z. Gene says, thanks. Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys have tickets. See you tomorrow. Looking forward to that show. I do miss those 3 house concerts that I got to host in my former cottage home with Steve. But I have video of those somewhere buried in this computer. So try to find a way to transfer them to DVD at some point. So we do have video of those. So I was grateful to be able to host that and play with him so many times, opening for him all 3 of those and playing with him on stage at the Rhythm Room. So I've seen Steve Poltz more times than any other artist. I don't even know how many times over the course of probably 18 years. So we're looking forward to that tomorrow night. Amy says, thanks to the music. You're quite welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for a song request that influenced it, by the way. And as always, namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thanks for keeping yourselves healthy. Your immune system's bolstered up, bundled up. If you're in the Midwest and back east, thanks so much for checking in, our out-of-towners. And so good to see all of you on this Wind Down Wednesday, or Kevin calls it Happy Hump Day, sliding into your Friday and weekend when I will be back. Same bat time, same bat channel, Friday night, Mountain Standard Time, 7 p.m., and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Oh, I almost saw it. Amy says, we get to talk to him tomorrow. Guaranteed. He sees me in the audience. he usually ignores me for a while because he believes in delayed gratification. And then, yes. So I'm sure I'll get my picture. We used to get a picture with him, with his lovely wife Sharon. She usually takes the picture, gets in there. So I'll probably try to post at least one video. I like to just get absorbed in the music. So I'll probably post something of Maybe You Were Meant for Me. He usually does that, the one he and Jill wrote, or something fun. But I'll definitely share a picture, as I'm sure we'll get that chance. Yay. You're welcome. All right, Tribe, have a great rest of your Wind Down Wednesday, and enjoy it. You're sliding into Friday, and we'll see you next time.